المكتب التعاوني للدعوة والإرشاد وتوعية الجاليات بخميس مشيط.
الحمد لله وكفى، والصلاة والسلام على عباده الذين اصطفى. اللهم صل وسلم وبارك على عبدك وحبيبك ونبيك نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه ومن سار على دربه واهتدى بهديه إلى يوم الدين. اللهم صل على محمد، اللهم صل على محمد، اللهم صل على حبيبك نبينا محمد سيدنا وخاتم الأنبياء والمرسلين. As I mentioned before, we talked about some of the virtues of the month of Ramadan. Let's realize that even sometimes in Ramadan we need to be aware of certain issues that we may have tried to avoid in Ramadan. We know time span of Ramadan is very short. This is a month, أوله رحمة. The first 10 days are mercy. وأوسطه مغفرة, forgiveness, 10 days of forgiveness. وآخره عتق من النار, subhanallah, relief from hellfire. In this month, things change. The gates of paradise are wide open and the gates of hell are closed. The devilish shaitans are chained. So we have a chance to face the tests. There is a lot of external support, a lot of motivation, a lot of encouragement from Allah. So we need to move ahead, move forward. So Allah made great blessings for us. But what usually happens in the month of Ramadan? People become more concerned with new types of food emerging with Ramadan in every Muslim society. And women in the month of Ramadan, they hate Ramadan. Some women hate Ramadan. You know why? Because they're worked out in Ramadan. And you say, we want to see your sister. My brother's sister, wife is doing this. You're not doing this. You just give us one plate of dates and some, and they give 10 types of food. We are not, alhamdulillah, we are not poor. So why not enjoying? But we enjoy too much. So it becomes the month of eating. After we fill our stomachs with all type of food, we become dizzy. If you pray Isha, you will be great. And you say, and then look at those enemies of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They make the best movies in Ramadan. They create, for the whole year, they develop programs for Ramadan. You know why? Because they know Muslims stay awake for longer hours at night. So we'll give them enjoyment. They make business. You know, commercials and these things, they're commercializing the month. They make business out of it. And some want to create dismay among the Muslims. There are shaitans who are jinn, you know, devilish, and there are shaitans who are ins. When you say أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم, shaitan runs away. You say Bismillah, away. But a human shaitan next to you say Bismillah, he doesn't run away. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم, he doesn't go ish. And those people work in Ramadan. They work for the whole year, brothers. Believe me, they work for 11 months developing programs and things for Ramadan, because there is good business, great business that they make sales on Ramadan. So we go shopping in Ramadan. You could shop. You have 11 months to shop. Ramadan, I mean, it doesn't mean that you don't go shopping, but this is what usually happens. They make, why only sales in Ramadan? Or more sales and increased percentage for sales is Ramadan. Why? So everybody wants to invest in Ramadan in his own way. Make Ramadan your own way. Let's decide from now that this Ramadan will be different from other Ramadans. Let's say, oh Allah, we don't know if we're going to reach Ramadan. Who could guarantee? How many people that we love and care for would aspire to reach Ramadan? They couldn't get it. And some people would die a minute before Ramadan comes. We don't know. We cannot really guarantee it. And this is why we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to give us life, health, guidance, commitment to reach Ramadan. and to invest in Ramadan in the best way that He may accept, subhanahu. Because this is a great chance, brothers. Wallahi, a great chance for us to invest in this great month. We don't know if we're going to reach it. Even if Allah would allow us to fast this Ramadan, are we going to stay for another Ramadan? So maybe last chance. It's last chance to have ibadah better than 1,000 months. And in Ramadan, maybe we need to really even look at other forms of ibadah that we have never done in other than Ramadan. Feeding a fasting person is just like you get the reward of that, similar, equal to the reward of that person. Sometimes small date, sandwich. It doesn't have to be a lot. Sometimes we give to people, needy people, in this country or in another country. Instead of spending in your iftar for 50 riyals, they say, I'll make it 15 riyals, 20 riyals. And these 30 riyals could feed 10 families somewhere else. You see? If you think this way and you started investing in your time and your effort, Quran, I used to read one chapter of Quran daily. I'll try to read 3 chapters. I didn't read the Quran, I was occasionally reading Quran. Now I'll regularly read Quran. I'll start 10 pages a day, 5 pages a day. I've never contemplated on the ayahs of the Quran. This month, every day I look at one verse. I look at the tafsir, interpretation. I see its meaning. We read the Quran a lot sometimes, but we don't know what it means. And when you contemplate into the Quran and you understand it, you'll enjoy it. You'll enjoy it. And this is why, I remember one of my children, Allah yahdihi wa yusliha, we went to Umrah one day, and he was like 4 years old. His ihram fell down. And he was they're a small Turkish family. They saw him, they started laughing at him. He got angry and he sat down. He said, I will not go anymore. I said, let's finish. We have already started. My wife started pulling him, said, hold on for a second, let's sit. And I spoke to him, said, you know why you're doing this? He said, I don't know. I will not make circles. He doesn't know. Sometimes we do things without understanding them. And ibadah has to be understood. And I started to explain what happened to Hajar, alayhi salam, and Ismail alayhi salam, in that place, and how they drank from water, Zamzam, and how she was really going around Safa wal Marwa. We're doing it for a purpose, my son. He became enthusiastic, and he started. So he understood why he was doing it. If you wear this kind of garment down the street and you go up there, you say, well, you're crazy. Why you're not crazy there? You're doing the same action, but in a different place. But here for a different purpose. You know why you're doing it. You see? For this is something very important. We need to know why we're fasting. For what purpose we're fasting. What are we going to what you want to achieve by fasting? Your life is greater than your money. When you want to invest with your money, say, you give it to somebody who invested for you, or you do an investment, you study it. How much going to gain out of it? After 1 year, whatever I say, have I achieved what I wanted to be achieved or not? Do we do this with our relationship with Allah? Have we really achieved what we're supposed to? We need to be aware, really, of people, things, ideas that distract us from our real aim in Ramadan. Your family members want to enjoy Ramadan in a different way. Your neighbors want to enjoy Ramadan in a different way. The media wants to enjoy Ramadan in a different way. Your work wants you to get you in Ramadan in a different way. But is that the way of Allah? Is this what is good for you? Is this going to help you achieve your aim or not? This is what I'm going to end up with. فغفر الله لي ولكم وللمسلمين أجمعين وبلغنا وإياكم الشهر هذا الفضيل وجعله حجة لنا لا حجة علينا ورزقنا صيامه وقيامه على الوجه الذي يرضيه عنا، وجعله خيرا من كل رمضان صمناه. غفر الله لي ولكم، والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله.